So I'm here at PARC in Coral Gables, and we're gonna go inside and see Alex. He's gonna give me a few pointers on my push-up and my pull-up.
So I'm here with Angelica of, what is it again?
Oh, Angelica Fitness.
Angelica Fitness.
My channel.
And we are trying to get her pull-up game a little stronger, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that we were going over was the fact that the placement of your hands has a big impact on your ability to generate force and to really contract your lat when you're trying to do a pull-up. Most people want to start their pull-up in the pronated position, meaning hands or palms facing away from them. That's the more traditional way of doing a pull-up, but it's also the most difficult. So my recommendation is to start with a neutral grip, okay? When you're pronated, you have to internally rotate the shoulder in order to get there. When that happens, you shorten the lat and you put it at a mechanical disadvantage, meaning it's more difficult to generate force and to properly set your shoulders and pull with your lats. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over a nice neutral position today, and we're gonna do a set or a rep to see what she feels. Is it more difficult in one position?
Okay, yeah.
You know, easier?
I know for sure I can't do it like this. So.
Okay, so and everybody's gonna be a little different. Some people will say that the chin-up position is easier for them than a neutral grip. You test it out and see what works best for you, but it's my opinion that the pronated one is gonna be the more difficult, and you should probably leave it towards the end.
All right, awesome.
All right?
Let's try it.
Let's do it. Do to simulate what a pull-up is like, right? So something like this. Okay?
Sí, claro, claro. Mano posición, sí.
When you're sitting down and you're mimicking the motion, so you would grab it up here like this, and you would pull down.
Oh, because since I don't have the lats thing,
And then, so for you, this one, the sticking point is like down here, right?
Yeah.
So I would really get your shoulders down, squeeze your lats, and hold it there.
So do you do this for like 20 seconds?
Yeah. Where you hold. Challenging, right? And maybe you can even pump in this little area here. So come up and work just your sticking.
Oh, okay.
Right, because you are able to get yourself to right about here.
Yeah.
And here's where you have trouble. So maybe I would hold 3 seconds, 2, 3, come back up. Again, hold. 3, good. And maybe do a set of 10.
And this is like super simple, but you see me trembling.
Exactly.
No, right? Sí.
So Angelica's sticking point where she has trouble is getting to right around here. When she gets here, she kind of gets stuck. So what we're having her do is work that area so that she can start to generate a little more force and get herself over that little hump. From here to here, it's easy. It's that last little bit that we need. So that's what. Once this becomes really easy, you either make the band heavier, or we can start doing some stuff like that with the towels if you don't have it. I think that's a better option than this.
Okay.
And also, it'll help you clear, because here you're gonna bump into this. With the towels, you can clear it and go all the way.
Got it.
Okay.
Like this.
Like
right.
that.
Okay.
And it's also gonna make you stabilize.
Okay.
Because if you twist your hand or your shoulder, you'll wobble.
Okay.
Whereas if when you're on the bar, it's fixed. So the towel will add a grip, strengthening component, plus a stabilization component. Okay. So a push-up is nothing but a moving plank, right?
Right. The air.
So yeah, the most common errors that you see is either not locking your core, right? You should be able to lock your core and your body moves as one unit, right? Most people are gonna either leave their butt up in the air so that it's less weight that they have to do, or they're gonna, when they come down, they're gonna unlock their spine and allow too much lordosis of the spine.
Right.
Right?
What a lot of people do is they put their chest up first and then their hip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Or they'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Right? That usually means that either one, their core is weak, and they are not able to lock their core in a high plank, or that they just don't have the strength yet to really perform a proper push-up.
Yeah.
And what happens is that they try to generate so much force that they can't lock their core in place and push at the same time.
Right.
So when that happens, you usually just have to.
Yeah, what I do is I tell people to this is the way that I learned it. The regress is
Exactly.
so squeeze your butt,
Mm-hmm.
push your heels together, and then go down. Keep your body like a surfboard.
Exactly.
That's the regression or the skill down that I do.
Mm-hmm.
For me, get my hair out of the way.
Yeah, more than that.
So down. Ready?
Looks pretty solid. One more time. It's pretty good. That day,
So
I think
that
we were
day I
just
was
fatigued.
yeah. And I noticed it. The only thing that I saw in the video when I looked back was that I felt like my shoulders were too.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
attached.
That's exactly
So-
what I was gonna say. That's the only thing I noticed. So one way of fixing that is rather than having your elbows come out, you do more of like a yoga type push-up, where your elbows stay in
At 45.
at 45.
So no,
Because if you do this, in order to get your elbows out, you have to rotate your shoulders in. So it's gonna put you more in this position.
got
You
it.
see? If you keep them here, you externally rotate your shoulders, and you allow yourself to keep your shoulders out.
And then another thing for girls, like especially for me, I'm really double jointed. So
The full extension, I was gonna tell you that as well.
yeah. So
Don't fully extend. Yeah.
Because what they
don't.
were telling me was, at least for me, was to make sure that you're doing it right. Is that you go by your bicep,
Right.
so you see it turn in,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like you're closing a book.
Well, what that does is, if you think about it, look at the shoulder.
Yeah.
Is all they're telling you to do is externally rotate your
so-
shoulder.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
It's not really about the bicep. It's just that's the best cue they can
Right.
give you.
Okay.
Okay. But if you keep your elbows in, it's gonna do that automatically.
Got it.
Because there's no way of bringing your elbows in and making your biceps not
Okay.
look towards you.
Got it.
You see?
Let me try. So in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. That's perfect. Just look. Don't hyperextend. Keep it right there.
So here.
That's it. You don't have to go any more than that. That's it.
Got
And
it.
it's exactly. When you hyperextend your elbow, your muscles shut off.
Okay.
Right? Let's test it real quick. Get into a
Yeah,
high
I
plank.
noticed that I'm feeling it more here.
Yeah. Get into a high plank. And then fully extend.
Yeah, it's off.
See this? And this. This is on because it's helping you not stretch. But if you keep it slightly bent, you have to keep your muscles engaged. You see? So really, the full extension is our bodies being a little lazy. It's right over here.
Exactly.
It's over here, Carlos.